So your hairline looks different when wet too. So this is my true hairline, right? Because see, it is what it is, right? Now, like I told you before, nature, according to Paul, shows you that women have long hair and men what? Shorter hair, shorter hair. Even if yours grows long, it still can't grow to your ass, man. Like a woman's hair. Right, right. Why? They have estrogen. Estrogen helps with hair. Now, what happens with a man, though, is he gets too much in his head. Too much testosterone. So, I know. If you don't balance that out. And one of the things I use is a stimulating shampoo like, say, Dove's Men Care. Right now I'm using Fresh and Clean. And what I mean by stimulating shampoo is, alright, when you put it on your head, you kind of feel something. And it's kind of like similar to Vicks Vapor Rub that you put on your chest for a cold, right? It kind of tingles. Right. So, what you're doing there, like I said, right? So the true hairline is zigzag, and it goes up higher on the right, but lower on the left, right? Toot. But that's also natural for my hairline, right? It's not any higher, fool, since I was 25. No, it's not. I see it every day. You don't. You see it on the video and you're trying to make it an issue. I know. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know my hairline. It ain't changed a goddamn bit. Sorry to use that word. Now, what is this about? Vanity. Yours. I'm trying not to be vain, though I am. That's the difference between humility, knowing you can be vain, and not being vain. Hello? It's trying not to be vain, right? Oops, sorry. Had it plugged in. And that's the point, too. Vanity, okay, isn't about getting things your way. It's about admitting it and trying to stop being vain. Because, see, I ain't doing nothing but letting my body be itself. I can't make it, do anything. It won't do it, right? Now, also, you're drying your hair, right? Right. So you dry it with the towel. This also stimulates your follicles, right? You at least got to do that, right? If you take a shower and are fresh from the shower. So they're making this an issue, so I'm going to try and help them with it. Because what they're really saying is, you're 50 years old, you should be bald by now. Right. I know. Okay. That's what they're really saying. That's what they're really saying. But I'm not. Good. They're noticing that. They're not making it an issue for me. They're asking me, well, why aren't you going bald like everybody else? Well, I'm doing things you don't do about it. Simply by believing in God. You don't do that either. I don't believe God wants me to go bald. And like Jesse Duplantis, why did he go gray? It runs in his family, he said, right? It's like my friend Myron, right? His mom went gray early too, but not his dad. But all it takes is one gene to go gray. Maybe two, I know. But it's just, again, in your head too. You see your mom go gray, so you know you might go gray with her, right? Now, even though my mom said she does have some hair problems, she too still has her hair. And Uncle Ronnie had his hair, and Uncle Russell till he died, right? Both of them. And they died around 65, and Russell was the oldest, And then there's Tina, who was kind of the youngest, the only female. Claude had with Mima. And then there was Ronnie and Bobby, right? So there's 4 siblings. 3 males and 1 female. And Aunt Tina's still alive. But she did something kind of silly and got herself in trouble with her man. Don't do that, Aunt Tina. A man ain't worth all that. Let me tell you. If he's a piece of shit, he ain't worth that. You let his ass go and you find you a better man. You're not an ugly woman. Now, the only one though who's still Claude and Nehemiah Kemp is Aunt Tina. Now she can do 23andMe or Ancestry if she wants to, but again, and that kind of helped a little bit with the genes thing. Now I think I said German when I meant Greek as well, because that showed up with the Ancestry was the Greek, Italian, and Irish. On Bobby's side, I think. And maybe a little Spanish too, right? Or maybe the African, we don't know. We don't know where that comes from. Right, but it's in the gene pool. So it's either from the Lancaster line around at least the 1700s, right? Or, I don't know how it didn't get bred out, but usually it's got to be more than half by a certain time, right, to even show up. It's got to be a certain percentage in that line, whichever line it is, right? And it is diminishing, obviously, if it's 1.2 or 3 by now, right? You get that too, right? But it was stronger at a certain point too. So if it's the Lancaster Mima side, right? I mean, Mima, I forgot her French name, but it has something to do with a Ferris wheel, windmill. So Moreau or something like that, right? In French. And, anyway, she told me, but that's beside the point. Now, again, Mom, you're not supposed to use names as a passcode though, right? Don't do that. Someone might mention something and not mean anything if that's your password, but again, it's not to reveal it, but put numbers in it too or something like that. Don't just use the whole name as a password. Because see, people could research you, find out the French side, and then they know something about it through just simple research, right? That's how they do it with Ancestry anyway. And they research the names, right? And trace it back to your relatives, right? So if you type in the name, right, or you know the name's associated with the windmill, right, that Mima told you, I'm not trying to give away your password, but you're not supposed to use that as a password anyway, in case someone is wanting to know more about their history, right? Like me, So it's either from the French side or the Lancaster side, right? On Marceline's side, which is my mom's name, and then Bobby Everly's side, right, is either the German, the Greek, the Italian, and the Irish, right? Which is over 25% in me, right? So, like I said, so 25 from Mima Kemp, 25 from Claude, 25 from Granddaddy, and 25 from Mima Lancaster. So, and that's 100% me, right? As well. And that's how that works, right? So, this is my drawing here. So you think that looks like I'm going bald? No. No, I'm 50. I'm good. Bye.